Hey everyone, this is Miss Cuban here. In this video, we're going to talk about the distributive property. And the distributive property is basically what the word is, distribute. So you may have seen problems where it says 3 times 1 plus 2. And you are commonly known with order of operations by saying 3 times 3, because 1 plus 2 is 3. And then you would get 9. Well, the distributive property says that I can also take that 3 and multiply it by 1, then add 3 times 2. If I distribute and multiply 3 times everything. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus, and 3 times 2 is 6. So 3 plus 6 is 9. You'll notice you get the same answer both times. And this is because when you are multiplying 3 times a group, it means the first number is how many groups. So this is saying there are 3 groups, and in each group is 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2. So then when you put that together, you have 3, 3, 3, and you add them all together and you get 9. That is the distributive property. Well, this is with numerical expressions. The big key is algebraic expressions. That's where the property comes in to help us. So when we have algebraic expressions, we take that same concept. A times B, AB, and then A times C, AC, and they're adding together, and that is the exact same. They are both equal to each other. Same for subtraction. A times B minus A times C is the same as A times B minus C. And we use those so that we can simplify expressions where we have to distribute first and then combine like terms. So let's look at an example. Number 1. 9 groups of x plus 7. So it means I have x plus 7 9 times. But I don't really want to write this all out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 groups of x plus 7. So essentially I have 9 x's, and then I have 9 sevens, so 7 times 9 is 63. So 9 times x plus 7 is 9x plus 63. Well, that takes forever writing, so essentially I can just multiply. So if you look at number 7, I'm going to do that. 8 times 2w, 8 times 2w, plus 8 times 3 minus 5 times w. So 8 times 2w is 16w, 8 times 3, 24, minus 5w. And then when I combine my like terms, I have 16w's minus 5w's, which is 11w, plus 24. And there's my answer. Let's look at another example. Simplify that algebraic expression. So I'm going to multiply. 2 times x is 2x, minus 2 times 3, which is 6. Now, if I look at this next expression, they put the 3 at the end. Well, that's kind of confusing, so I'm just going to move that 3 up front. So, negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x, and negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12. But I'm not done because I got to combine like terms. So I have 2x's and negative 6x. Well, 2 minus 6 is negative 4x. And then negative 6 plus 12 is the same as saying positive 6. So there's my simplified term. Let's do one last problem. Simplify the expression. Okay, so we're going to start. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 3. I always put that minus as the negative with that next number. So negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. But here's the tricky one. I have a minus. Well, there's always a number in front of the parentheses, even if you can't see it, and that's called a 1. So I have to add that 1 so I don't get confused. So negative 1 times x is negative 1x, and negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Combine my like terms. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3x. And then 6 minus 1 is 5. And there's my simplified expression. So what you can tell with distributive property is it's taking this very long, confusing expression and making it very nice and pretty so it's easier to solve when we get to equations. I hope this helps answer your questions with distributive property. Feel free to send me a question if you are still confused. Rewatch as many times as you need. And have a good day. Bye, guys.